You will not feel motivated every day. So if you don't feel motivated every day, what's going to get you through the day that you're not motivated? You're going to need some other force to get you through that. And if it's an external force, you're relying on something else to get you through it. And that's why it's so important that your discipline, despite what the world's giving you, despite how you feel, despite what you think, you do it anyway. Emotions fluctuate by the day, by the minute, by the hour. But if you have a system in place and a schedule, that stays in place. That's stagnant. Stagnant in the sense that that is stable and you have to continue that path no matter what. And if you learn to stay to your system more than the way you feel and your emotions, that's going to turn you into what you want to become. Because not everybody is able to do that. Everybody's so caught up in their emotions and what they feel they want and what they think they want. And then the system goes second to their emotions. Same training days, same meal structure, but emotions can take you off that path and take you away from those systems. Stop saying, I'm trying. I'm trying to get bigger. I'm trying to get a six pack. We're not doing that anymore. Because if you're trying, that doesn't mean, if you're trying, you're not doing. You're trying, I'm trying to get off work. I'm trying to work out more, but you're not actually doing it. I'm trying to make more money, but you're not making more money? Yeah, but I'm trying. Well, last time I checked, trying doesn't pay much. Trying is an excuse. And it's not going to push you to the next point that you want to get to. You know, say something like, I'm doing, I'm training, right? Say, I'm doing. It's the doing. Not, I'm trying, I'm doing. I'm accomplishing. I'm pushing. I'm grinding. Right? That's what it's about. The small daily effort becomes a massive change. So let me explain this. So the small changes every day that you make, the small decisions you make. You go to work, you pick up Dunkin' in the morning, you grab your coffee, your 1,500 calorie frappuccino grande, whatever crap, and 2 strawberry donuts, right? So let's just say you just take that off every morning. You don't do that. You have black coffee at home. You have stock coffee. I know people hate stock coffee. I drink it, but stock coffee, it's cost effective. Drink just black coffee. You get your caffeine, but you don't get all that sugar, and it's a lot less expensive than going to Dunkin'. That's one small change. You do that for a day. Yeah, I mean, that's a pretty significant, you're probably looking at it almost a 2,000 calorie decline just not going to Dunkin' every day. But monetarily, you're going to save, let's say, $15. So between those two things, just off money alone, let's say for 5 days, you don't go to Dunkin', you're going to save yourself $45 per week. That's going to pay for your gas to and from work. So you're allocating your money in different places. Not only that, let's say it's a 2,000 calorie situation, getting the donut and a coffee. Over 5 days, it's 10,000 calories less than you were eating before. So that one day of change, it compounds over time. And it could go the other way too. If you are someone that doesn't go to Dunkin' and then you start going to Dunkin', it'll be the reverse. You're spending $45 more than you were. You're eating 10,000 calories more than you were. And you're going to go downward. So the little decisions you make on an everyday basis, if it becomes a habit, are going to be drastic over a week, a month, a year. That's really where you start to see the difference. Discipline is going to be what builds your body and builds the temple that you present yourself with for everybody else. Because it's not everything. There are people in great ship, in great ship, in great shape, but their mind is still messed up in other areas. But you gain a lot of respect, and people treat you different when you show discipline in the only true thing you have full control over in your life. Because money might change with the economy. Your job might change because the market changed. Your stock might change because the stock went down. You might not have the person in office or in your local government that you want. The only thing that you have full and utter control over in your life is the things that you put in your mouth. Yes, I did say that. The things you put in your mouth and the amount that you work out and take care of yourself. That is it. The one true thing you have control over in your life, get that situated, and everything else around it is going to do what it's going to do. But focus on yourself first. Once you get yourself right, once you get yourself where you want to be, physically, mentally, emotionally, everything else becomes so much easier. So that's going to do it. Thanks for watching, guys. As always, make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel if you aren't already. If you're interested in checking out my fitness program, I have 3 programs available right now. The links to that will be down below as well. We've got a week-long program, a 4-week program, and a 16-week program if you are fully committed to changing your life, to changing really more so your physique, but by changing your mindset is what's going to allow you to change your physique. And that's where you're going to find a lot of freedom in other areas of your life and opportunities that might not have been there had you not gotten into the best shape of your life. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you again next time. Peace out.